Hello, my crafty crew. It's me, Aunt Vicky from Aunt Vicky's Craft Corner. Today is a pretty ugly, rainy, cold day here in East Tennessee, so I'm in my basement crafting. What better day could I choose? I hope you all enjoyed my video that I made with Kylan from Southern Frugal Mama. Kylan happens to be my nephew, and I've known him since before he was born, and we are pretty close. I enjoyed having him. I plan on having him back. He seemed to have an awesome time, and I know I did. So I will have him back as soon as possible. A couple of different projects. So I hope you enjoy my past video with Kylan, and I hope you enjoy this one. So let's get started. Now for this project, I'm going to make a textured wall hanging. But first, I'm going to mix some white chalk paint. Pour just a little bit in. With some acrylic paint of my choice, which is Wedgwood Green. Till I get the shade that I want. I'm going to paint, get any dust off, paint a coat of this green paint. I'm going to set this aside and let it thoroughly dry. Now that it's dry, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this lacy bathing suit cover up, lay it over it, stretch it pretty good. Cut it out, cut what I need out, because I'm going to be taping it to the back. Now, I'm going to stretch this over the top, flip it over, find my tape, use some duct tape as it'll be stronger to hold. Make sure it's pulled tight. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my chalk paint and I'm going to dab it on. Make sure there's no spots that need to be gone over. One more. Now, there you have it. I'm going to finish drying it. I'm going to let this dry for a little while before I put anything else on it. Now that this is dry, I'm going to take another one of these stickers that I used on a previous project. I'm going to remove it from the backing. And I'm going to place it in the middle. See? Now I'm going to trim it. Like so. Some images out of this little book. I can find some birds. There's a bird. There's a bird. Let's dry this. Now, see where I want to place these. There. Maybe I'll just use one of them. Let's take this image, place it down where I want it. And seal it in. Right. I have this piece of jute string with some beads on it and two little bitty hooks that I'm going to use to make a hanger. I already have some holes drilled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to screw it in. And there you go. The main point of this was to show you how to use stencils out of anything, even lace fabric. Now it's ready to hang. Now for this project, I'm going to take a shower ring and some jute string, and I'm going to wrap it around this to make it look like this and put it in a band. Now, I'm going to take some hot glue, put it into the groove. Just sort of fill this groove up. Let's cut a piece off. Make it easier to go through the hole. Now, let's wrap it around. Until it fills the groove up. Can you see the groove? To fill that groove up to make it kind of level with the rest of the ring. Now that I have that filled up, I'm going to take my hot glue gun and I'm going to start wrapping it around the shower curtain ring. Putting some glue on it ever so often just to make sure it doesn't slip. I'm now going to finish this little small section off. Fill any thin places out. Cut your string and glue it. There you have it. I'm going to take my pie pan, my hot glue gun. I'm going to use some super glue because sometimes hot glue doesn't stick too well to metal. So what I'm going to do, close this up. I'm going to get my rope, and I'm going to start making a circle. Then like this. Let it dry. Set it aside. Now, I'm going to find where I think is center. And get it. I'm going to put a little bit of super glue right in the center. I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue just around it, and I'm going to place it. Just like so. Now, a little bit of super glue. A little bit of hot glue. Super glue. Hot glue. I'm trying not to let the hot glue and the super glue touch because I don't want any kind of reaction. See what it's looking like? Now that I'm up to the rim, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the last of it. Now that I have that done, I'm going to measure this and see if it's going to work, or if I need to add these little strings, and I'm going to tie 2 together. Make sure they all go the right way. I'm putting the thick part on the bottom where the gap was. And now tie it together. I'm now going to wrap the strings back this way. Over, through, over, through, over, through, until I get to the end that I can tie it off. All right, tie it on the back. Cut off any excess. And it should look like that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tray and I'm going to find a starting spot. And I'm going to add some hot glue. And place it. Make sure that's glued down. Now I'm going to take my string and tie these 2 together. Off. Cut the string. And it should look something like this. Now, I have this hoop, this embroidery hoop. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my string and I'm going to wrap it. Just like this. Let it dry. And then wrap. You may want to put a bead of glue ever so often just to hold it in place like you did on the shower curtain rings. Until it looks something like this. I'm going to go all the way around. Now I'm going to finish this up. Cut off the excess. And hot glue it into place. And it should look like this. Now I'm going to take this, put it around the top. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hot glue gun and I'm going to glue it around the top. Hold it in place. I'm going to take a string and I'm going to make sure that it stays. I'm going to go through each of these things, each of the rings. It's now going to have an X effect on it. Now I'm going to go ahead and tie it off. Cut off the excess, and there you have it. A basket. Well, that's it for today, my crafty crew. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's two simple, very, very economical projects that I made. I hope you will try them as well. Until next time, don't forget to like, to subscribe, to comment below with projects you would like to see me try. And hit that notification button so you can be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.